So in this lecture, let us discuss the excitation table for the flip-flops like JK flip-flop and T flip-flops. Okay, now as I said in the previous lecture that the design of a sequential circuit with flip-flops other than D type is complicated. Why? Because let me go back to the previous lecture. So for D flip-flop, you can get the input and output equation directly from the state table. Okay, you just look at the state table and you can find out the input and output equations. But that is not the case for JK flip-flop and D flip-flop. You look at the state table here. Okay, when D type flip-flops are employed, the input equations are obtained directly from the next state. So if you look at here, look at this next table, look at this column, you can directly write down. Okay, so look at here and you can find out the input equation for A and input equation for B. But this is not the case for JK and T types of flip-flops. Okay, in order to determine the input equations for this JK flip-flop and T flip-flop, it is necessary to derive the functional relationship between state table and input equations. Okay, I'll tell you what the functional state means. Now if you look at this state table provides the value of the next state when the inputs and present state. See, this is my present state and the input. So the present states are known and the input is known, and directly you can get the next state. And since the flip-flop is D type flip-flop, directly I can get the input equation from the next state column. The only thing is you have to look at the next state column, that's all. Your job is over because of the simplicity of your D flip-flops. Okay, so this state table, this type of tables are useful for analyzing sequential circuit and defining the operation of flip-flops. Okay, so during the design process we usually know a transition from present state to next state. If you look at here, see, this is my present state and this is my next state. Now you may ask a question, what type of inputs, not this input, okay, what type of inputs to the flip-flop will change from this present state to this next state? What type of flip-flop inputs will cause to move from this state to this state? What type of flip-flop inputs will make to move from 1 0 to 1 1? That we need to figure out. Okay, we wish to find the flip-flop input conditions. What input to the flip-flop will make from present state to next state? That we need to know. But as far as the D flip-flop is concerned, straight away you can write because the output follows the input. Okay, there is no special things are needed here. Okay, so for this reason we need a table that lists the required inputs for a given change of state. Okay, such a table is called a excitation table. So what are the inputs are needed such that I will be able to move from the present state to the next state? Such inputs are tabled and those table is called a excitation table. Okay, for example, I want to move from 0 to 0. What input should I give to the JK flip-flop? Or I want to move from 0 to 1. What input should I give? See, 0 0, if you look at here, the first row, if you look at the If you look at the first row, this is 0 and this is 0. So that means A is 0, B is 0, and the next state A is 0 and B is 0. So what input should I give to get 0 to 0? And what input should I give to move from 0 to 0? Similarly, if you look at the last but one row, now what is happening? You have 1 1 and you move to 0 0, right? So your flip flop is moved from 1 1 to 0 0. So what input should I give to move from 1 to 0 and from 1 to 0? Okay, those inputs you table it put it in the tabular form, and that table is called the excitation table. Excitation means input, okay, or called excitation table. Okay, so for this reason we need a table, and that table lists out the required inputs for a given change of state. Such a state is called the excitation table. Now let us find out the excitation table for the JK flip flops and then T flip flop. First let us look at the JK flip flop. So this is very simple, okay. Once you know the operation of the flip flop, then this is very simple. Now let us discuss the notations which are used here. Okay, here I am going to denote Q of T to denote the present state, and Q of T plus 1 next state, and then okay, so these are present state and next state, and the inputs to the flip flops. Okay, inputs for JK flip flops, I have two inputs. What are those two inputs? J and K. Okay, so now let us fill the excitation table. So I have present state Q of T, and then I want to move to next state, present state, next state, and what type of input should I give? J and K. Now I want to move from 0 to 0. Present state is 0 and next state also I need 0. So what type of input should I give to J and K? Now 0 to 0 means what? Okay, let us take a few seconds and think and write down the table. Okay, so I have two inputs here, J and K. So it has two columns, one column for J and one column for K. Okay, so it has two columns in the excitation table. Similarly, if you take T flip flop, it has only one input, so therefore it has only one column in the excitation table. If you want to fill it up T flip flop, then Q of T plus 1 and only one input, that's all. But for JK flip flop, I have two columns, one column for J and one column for K. Okay, that's it. Now let us fill the table. Now I have four possible transitions: 0 to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to 0, or 1 to 1. These are the four possible transitions in the JK flip flop or T flip flop. Now what input should I give to move from 0 to 0? That's my question now. Okay, I have four possible states: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. Okay, now the required input conditions, what should I put here, what should I put here, what should I put here? These are derived from the four transitions, each of these four transitions, and the information available from the characteristic table. And here we are going to denote one more notation, that is X. X is a don't care condition. It is a don't care condition. What do we mean by don't care condition? It means that it doesn't matter whether the input is 1 or 0. Okay, now let us fill up the excitation table of JK flip flops. Okay, now when the present state is 0, Okay, present state is 0 and the next state is 0. That means both present state and next state are 0. Therefore, the J input must remain at 0. Why? Because it is a reset condition. Therefore, J is 0 and K should be 1 because reset. And there is no change in state. So, therefore, 0 to 0 can happen when J equal to 0 and K equal to 1, or J is 0 and K also 0. We know that from JK flip-flop, 0 0 means no change, right? 0 0 means no change, 0 1 means reset the flip-flop, and 1 0 means set the flip-flop, 1 1 means toggle the flip-flops. Recall the operation of your JK flip-flop. Toggle means what? Q of t becomes Q of t bar. No change means Q of t plus 1 is Q of t. Reset means Q of t plus 1 is 0. Set means Q of t plus 1 is 1. That's it, right? Now this 0 indicates that your flip-flop is reset. Reset means K must be 1 and J must be 0, no problem. And one more important point is 0 to 0. 0 to 0 means no change in state. So I can have 0 1 or 0 0. So in the first column I have 0 0, no problem. But here 1 or 0, that means it is X. So therefore I replace this K by X. So K should be X. K can be 1 or 0, that's what it means by. Okay, so therefore J input must remain at 0 and the K input can be either 0 or 1. Similarly, when both present state and next state are 1, look at here, both are 1. Again there is no change in state. Okay, so J is 0 and K is 0, both are 0 0, or this 1 indicates set condition. Set condition means J is 1 and K is 0, therefore J can be 0 or 1, therefore J is don't care and K is 0, therefore this is going to be X. Okay, so therefore we must have K, we must keep K to 0 and J input can be 0 or 1. Now if the flip-flop is to have a transition from 0 state to the 1 state, this one, 0 state to 1 state, that means what? You are setting the flip-flop, therefore you are setting the flip-flop. When you set the flip-flop, J must be equal to 1, right? Since J input sets the flip-flop, J input sets the flip-flop. However, input K may be 0 or 1. Why? If K is 0, no problem. If K is 1, what is happen? It is toggling. Toggle means what? 0 to 1, you are complementing. Therefore, K can be 0 or 1, but J must be 1. So 1X. If you look at 1 to 0, it will be X1. That's it. Okay, 1 to 0 means what? You are resetting the flip-flop. That means K is 0. Sorry, resetting the flip-flop means K is 1. K is 1 and J is 0. This is the reset condition. And if you look at, there is a toggle. See, it is toggling 1 to 0. Therefore, toggle means both the inputs must be 1. K is 1 and J is 1. Now J is 0, J is 1. This implies J can take the value of don't care. So that is why I put here don't care. So this is called the excitation table of JK flip-flop. Okay, therefore 0 to 0 0x, 0 to 1 1x, 1 to 0 x1, 1 to 1 x0. That's all. So this is the excitation table. Now let us try to find out the T flip-flop. So from the characteristic table we find that, recall from your T flip-flop. Okay, toggle flip-flop. When T is 1, what is going to happen? The state of the flip-flop is complemented. Your Q of T plus 1 is Q of T bar. Okay, that means when T equal to 1, the state of the flip-flop is complemented. When T is 0, the state of the flip-flop is remains unchanged. So if you know this behavior, then you can easily fill it up. So again 4 combinations, 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. 0 to 0, no change. Okay, when T is 0, the state of the flip-flop remains unchanged. So therefore the state of the flip-flop remains unchanged. That means 0 to 0, therefore input is 0. And again if you look at 1 to 1, there is no change in the state of the flip-flop. Therefore the input must be 1. This T is nothing but what? Input. But 0 to 1 toggle, therefore the input is 1. 1 to 0 toggling, so the input is 1. Okay, so this is the excitation table of your T flip-flop. Okay, so it's very straightforward. Okay, so when the state of the flip-flop must remain the same, the requirement is that T equal to 0. So Q of T plus 1 and T, 0 to 0, it remains same. Therefore the input is 0. 0 to 1 toggling, right? The input must be 1. 1 to 0 toggling, input must be 1. 1 to 1, no change. Therefore input is 0. That's all. Similarly for JK flip-flop, Q of T plus 1 and JK. 0 to 0, no change. Okay, so no change means it will be 0 0 or 0x. 0 to 1 sets the flip-flop. Therefore it could be J must be 1 or J must be 1 and K must be 0 or 1. Therefore 1x. Don't memorize this. Okay, just try to understand the concept and you can straight away write down the values. So no need to memorize this table and all. 1x and 1 to 0, you are resetting the flip-flop. Therefore it will be x1. And 1 to 1, no change. Therefore it can be either 0 0 or setting the flip-flop 1 0. Therefore x0. That's all. Okay, so these are the characteristic table. Because this characteristic table are needed to design the sequential circuit using JK flip-flop and T flip-flop. That we will discuss in the next lecture. And let me stop here. Thank you very much.